6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says coalition government and national institutions are in unprecedented harmony to steer country out of prevailing challenges. Army chief has said elements involved in spreading hatred and void of Sharia cannot be accepted as Pakistanis. Deputy Prime Minister has reaffirmed Pakistan's desire to enhance its partnership with ASEAN in its quest for peaceful and prosperous region. The United Nations says final settlement of Jammu and Kashmir dispute will be reached by peaceful means. 27 Palestinians were martyred in Israeli attacks in besieged Gaza today. Pakistan's Arshad Nadeem will appear in final round of javelin throw event of Paris Olympics today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has urged the religious scholars belonging to different schools of thought to preach message of peace and brotherhood. Addressing Ulama and Mashaikh conference in Islamabad today, he said the coalition government and the national institutions are in unprecedented harmony to steer the country out of prevailing challenges. The Prime Minister said that the challenges prevailing the country necessitated learning lessons from the past weaknesses and mistakes and making sincere efforts to develop Pakistan as a country as was dreamt by the forefathers. He called for the efforts to wipe out Fitna al-Khawarij, a term referring to Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan involved in anti-Pakistan activities. Calling the May 9 attacks the most heart-wrenching incident in the country's history, the Prime Minister highlighted that the characters behind the tragedy of 1971 met their fate in Bangladesh amidst the recent developments in the country. Addressing the Ulama and Mashaikh conference in Islamabad today, Army Chief General Syed Asim Munir urged ulama and Mashaikh to encourage tolerance and unity in the society and discourage extremism and division. He asked the ulama to bring the society back to moderation and negate anarchy, fasad fillers. The Army Chief said spreading unrest is the biggest crime and Pakistan Army under the ordains of Allah Almighty is striving to eliminate unrest. He said we do not consider such people as Pakistanis who do not accept Shariat and the Constitution. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Muhammad Ishaq Dar has reaffirmed Pakistan's desire to enhance its partnership with the Association of Northeast Asian Nations in its quest for a peaceful, stable and prosperous region. In his message on the occasion of ASEAN Day being observed today, Ishaq Dar said this day symbolizes the enduring spirit of unity and cooperation among the Southeast Asian nations. Deputy Prime Minister said Pakistan remains steadfast in its support for ASEAN's vision and looks forward to contributing to its ongoing success. He said ASEAN has played a significant role in promoting peace, stability and prosperity within Asia-Pacific region. He said Pakistan desires to deepen cooperation in areas including trade, investment, education and people-to-people exchanges. Minister for Power Sardar Awais Ahmad Khan Laghari says a national task force has been constituted to chalk out a plan for improvement of power sector and its efficiency. Talking to media in Islamabad today, he said this task force will review all the aspects for the improvement of the power sector. The minister said government is bringing reforms in this field for its better performance. Co-chairman of the task force, Muhammad Ali, said that today was the first meeting of the task force and in coming days it would regularly meet on daily basis. He said the task force would also look into the issues of IPPs besides taking steps to bring generation cost of the electricity. The 66th martyrdom anniversary of Major Tufail Muhammad Shaheed, the second recipient of the esteemed Nishan-e-Haider, is being observed today. Major Tufail Muhammad Shaheed was born in Hoshiarpur city of eastern Punjab on 22nd July in 1914. He valiantly laid down his life in 1958 while fearlessly engaging the enemy in the Lakshmipur sector of East Pakistan. President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif have paid glowing tributes to Major Tufail Muhammad on his martyrdom anniversary. In their separate messages, they commended the gallantry demonstrated by him against enemy at Lakshmipur sector. Imam Masjid al-Nabawi Dr. Salha Muhammad bin Al-Budair is in Islamabad on a week-long visit to Pakistan. Dr. Saleh bin Muhammad Al-Budair will lead Friday prayers at Faisal Mosque in Islamabad tomorrow. This is Radio Pakistan. The United Nations says final settlement of Jammu and Kashmir dispute will be reached by peaceful means. This was stated by Deputy Spokesperson for the UN Secretary General Farhan Haq while addressing a press briefing in New York. He further clarified that position of United Nations remains unchanged on Jammu and Kashmir dispute. Meanwhile, the US-based Pakistani community has expressed solidarity with the oppressed people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. On the occasion of Yom-e-Istehsal, they alluded to the blatant human rights violations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. They commended the sacrifices of Kashmiri people for the right to self-determination. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has expressed grave concern over safety of detained Hurriyat leaders, activists and youth in jails of India and police stations in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. According to Kashmir Media Service, APHC spokesperson Advocate Abdul Rashid Minhas, in a statement issued in Srinagar, highlighted the prolonged detention of Hurriyat leaders and activists on flimsy pretexts, denying them essential medical care and basic facilities. He paid tribute to the unwavering resolve of Kashmiri detainees, including APHC Chairman Masarrat Alam Bhatt, Muhammad Yasin Malik, Shabir Ahmad Shah, and Asya Andarabi. 27 Palestinians were martyred in Israeli attacks across the central and southern besieged Gaza Strip today. The martyred people include a mother and her children who were incarcerated when their tent was bombed in Khan Yunis. The martyrdom toll of Palestinians has now reached 39,699 in Israeli aggression on Gaza since October 7 last year. In Bangladesh, an interim government led by Nobel Peace Laureate Muhammad Yunus will be sworn in at Dhaka today. Muhammad Yunus, 84, returned home last night. Yunus is set to be sworn in as chief of the team of advisors at the official residence of President Muhammad Shahabuddin. Pakistan's Arshad Nadeem will compete in the final round of the javelin throw event today in ongoing Paris Olympics 2024. The event will start at 25 minutes past 7 at night, Pakistan Standard Time. In the Paris Olympics, United States is leading medal table with 27 gold medals. China is at second place with 26 gold, followed by Australia, 18 gold medals. Meteorological Department has forecast more monsoon rains in the country from tomorrow till Monday. Strong monsoon currents are likely to penetrate from Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal in upper central parts from tomorrow. Under the influence of this weather system, rain, wind, thunder shower with scattered heavy falls are expected in Islamabad and Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Sindh, Balochistan, Azad Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan with occasional gaps. Landslides may cause roads closure at the vulnerable hilly areas of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Murree, Galyat, Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan during the wet period. Travelers and tourists are advised to remain extra cautious and manage their traveling accordingly to the weather condition and avoid any untoward situation during the wet spell. And finally, the weather. Rain with wind and thunder shower is expected at isolated places in Kashmir, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, northeast Punjab, Pothohar region and Islamabad during the next 12 hours. Rain with wind and thunder shower is likely at isolated places in northeast and central Balochistan, central and south Punjab and southeast upper Sindh. Heavy falls may occur at isolated places in upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, northeast Punjab and Kashmir during the period. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.